Welcome to August 3rd, Part 3, TLRY Call in Play. Let's go to the chart. There it is. TLRY is been downtrending, but you see how it meets that middle of the entry point and the low. It's right there at that 50% marker. And by the rules of Fibonacci, we actually would go to the top of the candle, and you can see it's still right there, minor support. So that is the that's where it's at. It's running into some minor support, and we'll see if it holds out. The stochastics and RSI are still good. Look, this is 43, and this is 42 right there, 42 and 43. That is known as a sweet spot for the stochastics and RSI. We still have tremendous opportunity that this is going to maybe turn around. Now, I'm a technical trader. I use the words of probability and maybe. I don't go off the news. That was an interesting point. I do cruise the news. Don't get me wrong there, but I don't act and trade off the news. Now, this trade here came up because with the scanner and we had buying power. And I said, you know what? We're going to go to open market and do one open market. So do note that TLRY does not owe me any money. This is a straight trade. If we win, it's going to be a winner circle win and get retired to the winner circle with a profit. If it loses, it just gets owed. It will create an O, and that O then will be qualify for the lost leaders, the alpha's lost leaders list, and then be there for another opportunity. So we'll be seeing what's going on here. So we are 40% down, but that is within the parameters of the first risk ratio. We are looking for that 3-to-1 up here. If this was if you were doing this as a short-term trade, you were doing this as a short-term trade and not a DTE, which is a long-term trade, date to expiration trading theory, which is what Alpha is doing now between now and December. And we do have, look at this, we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 October expirations coming up. But the point I'm relating here about TLRY is that we're going to be following the rules, and it doesn't owe us anything. So if it gets stopped out, we're risking the cost is $355. So $355, we might lose maybe half. We might be a little more than half. So let's say we lose $200. Been there, done that, not a big deal. Just get back into the game and then let the scanners give you the opportunity of getting into going on. Now let's review the exit rules. Remember, we're waiting for price to clear above 1605. That's the entry point. You know, clear the gantry, and that means even the tail of the stock has to also clear. It cannot have a tail touching that. Tail cannot be touching this entry point. Once this have a clear shot, and you've seen in the demonstration today in today's videos and previous videos, then we move to the EP stop, and then we wait for close above the first ratio, and then we go to the 1959. Also remember too that when you set up your first trade originally, you do set up with a little bit of a buffer. Once you have set your buffer, and then you do your 3-to-1 Fibonacci retracement ruler, the 3-to-1 ruler, these do not get buffer. It's the number you see. 1959 will be 1959 if and when the price closes above 1959, as is also the same with 1605. When price clears at 1605, we will be doing there. Now, what's interesting, again, back touching on before I continue on, is that on the news, it was very, very strange. This is a great stock. It's going to make some big money. And I'm going like, yes, but the price is going down and you're hollering from the rooftops, it's a good buy. Well, it's a good buy. Yeah, it's a good buy. But I don't see it. And again, as a technical trader, I take it in for information purposes only. I take it in for entertainment, but I do not act on it. Well, with that said, now that we have TLR reviewed, we're going to still be waiting for it. We're in this nice doji zone, and then we had a small little support right down here. The still tail, small little support, even though it's still closed in the down position. But that happens, and we'll see what see what happens. That's the point. That said, quick review to TLT and AT&T. For AT&T, we are here. This is our AT&T. Now there was some good news on AT&T. So this look at the 30-day start, the 10 DMA is starting to do a little bit of flatlining right in there. This is an expiration to October. This is one of our Octobers right there of $29 is date of expiration. So we'll be looking to see about recovery there. And then the same with YELP. Now YELP expiration is November. So now we're going to go to November and go to YELP, knock YELP out, and then go on to scanning time. And you can see there's still some possible testing down here below before this will turn around, and there's still no indication of it coming out. And again, this is a DTE. It's either I lose a portion, all of it, or it turns around before November and gets back into profit. That said, let's go on to the scanner, and we have two opportunities now with scanner. So we're going to be going to the we'll start our process. We load up the conservative stochastics going up for the alphas, because we are going to be looking to place some trades there to get some money on the table, and away it goes. And the answer is, oh, please don't hang up. Good. The answer is nothing. So now we'll go to the downside for the conservative SOT. And that is right here, stochastics downtrend. And now the word changed up here. There's your category that you're scanning in. And we'll look to see if anything comes up for the downside. And the answer is tick tock, nothing. Okay, now we go to intermediate. So intermediate is we look for stochastics. What we're looking for stochastics and the price closing below the 10 EMA for puts and in the alphas. And then we'll go ahead and run that. See if anybody shows up. Nothing there. We now come to the alphas. 10 EMA on the upside, run it. So now we're going to price is closing above the 10 EMA. And the answer is, hurry up, please. Running out of time here. Oh, I hope it's not hung up. I think it's when scanners sometimes do this, they'll hang up. So let me do something. Let me go ahead and pause to see wait till that comes out and save some time here. So, but I do want to do an open market scan too. So let's go ahead and pause the recording here. Okay, so yeah, I finally 10 EMA came up with T, but AT&T is already in place, so that took care of that. So that takes us now to the aggressive STO, and that's going to be to the downside, and it's defaulting to the Phoenix account, which we're going to change to the alpha account, and then we're going to run it here for the alpha account, and nothing there. And now the final one, which would be the stochastics up for the alphas right there, and away it goes. And the answer is T and quad. Now I'll tell you right now, quad does not qualify because quad has terrible options, and they owe such a large amount that striking at it would not be advantageous. So with that said, let's go and load up our conservative stochastics uptrend and go to the all optionable. Go back to our criteria of $10 to 100 and 2 million shares. So $10 to 100, 2 million shares, uptrend stochastics, which means that the that the EMA must be going in the uptrend along with in the same direction as stochastic. It doesn't matter if the price closes below or above the EMA. It's just that the EMA is just a trend set. And let's run it. So there's our optionables. We had, oh, and there it is. There's today's choices right there. Devon Energy, I know them very well. Yes, and they're a good price, $26. So we have some nice choices right here, and we'll go ahead and add that to a we'll go ahead and chart Devon for a forward testing. And look at this. This was tested prior and it lost. So already lost its first ratio. It's already lost its first ratio. And remember that in ratio trading is you lose one to make three. So you lose one, you make a second attempt. Right here is going to be our second attempt. We're going to drop it here, and our swing low equals there along with that price channel. So there would be about, well, actually be lower here because this is lower than, and there's the swing low, so they'll be right there. Swing low, right there, swing low. So our interest is somewhere around $24. Our stop is going to be around $24.25. I'm not going to do the exact numbers right now. We're just going to see how it works out, and that will take care of it for today. And I thank you very much for stopping by and checking it out. The TLRY is still in play, and thank you very much. Bye bye.